So I haven't showed you guys this yet. I thought I would show you um, my receiver for my laser transit that I'll just mount on my boom like that. Now this machine's got grade control and you can set it up if you want to, but if you want to do something quick and easy, you can get you one of these boom mounted systems here. As you can tell, it'll tell you when you're high or low or if you're right on grade. Um, so for instance, you can see right here, it'll tell us when we're right. Green lights means we're good. It comes in real handy if you're cutting ditches or something like that and you don't want to have somebody run a pole for you and check it with a stick. Or if you're in some place like this is a retention pond, which it's got a lot of spring water that comes into it, so we really can't get in it to dig it. So we're digging it outside of the pond itself. So basically what I can do is I can come through here now and dig this pond without having to get into it. And I don't have to have anyone out there checking grade or anything like that. While they were busy with the rock trucks building up the road, I thought I would come out here and kind of work on this a little bit. We started this before the rainy season, and I almost got it finished, and then here come all the rain and stuff like that and put a stop to it, really. So I thought I would come back out here. We've got a good week of sun. I thought I'd come out here and try to finish this while I can. And I try to leave like a little ridge there to keep the water from kind of running back on what I'm doing. And then at the last minute, I'll kind of wipe that little ridge down. And I'm working myself this way, so I'm going to pile my dirt on this side so it's not in my way. This whole property basically drains through this pond, so that's why it just gets so much water all the time. When I get the bulk material out of the way here, I'll kind of show you how I get it down to fine grade and how you know it when you are. But it just makes everything so much faster because I've kind of got an idea of where I'm at as far as grade while I'm digging, and I can check it on the fly. It works really good if you're trying to put in a water line that has to be on grade or something like that. It gets you really close. In fact, I dig just about all my pads with this and then come back and just take the dozer over it and kind of fill in the gaps. It's quicker for me to cut a pad with this trackhoe than it is a dozer, because I can take out 3 or 4 feet at a time, just like what I'm doing right here, and basically cut it to grade in one swipe. you can set it to where if you want it to check with the teeth down like this, some people like it like that, so they can, you know, cut in like that while they're doing it. Or I like to check it with my bucket flat down. It's just the way I prefer it. When I'm getting kind of close like this, I'll take some out and I'll check it. So we're within about 3 inches right there. So you see, we've got to go down just a little bit, probably a couple inches. It looks like. Like I say, this particular machine has grade control, but I'll be honest, it takes me longer to set it up and then get everything. And I don't trust it. Every time I always find myself double checking it, and I think it's mainly just because I've done it this way forever. I didn't order this machine. I bought this machine, used it, came with it. I mean, I think it's an excellent tool. Um, every time you, in a sense, move, you've got to recalibrate your. There, you can see we're right on level right there. That's exactly where we need to be. Every time you move, you have to recapture the transit and stuff like that. I mean, it's a good idea though. I mean, I just come from the old school way of doing things. You know, when I started doing this, we didn't even have laser transits. We had sight transits, and you'd have like basically 3 guys, because you had to have one guy on the stick and one guy spotting through the viewer to tell the operator what to do. So I mean, to me, this is Star Trek stuff compared to that, where I started. Might need to go down about an inch. Like I say, this is just a retention pond. It doesn't have to be directly right on. That's pretty close. Yeah. I mean, I'm within half an inch right there. So then once I get that kind of cut out, I just kind of take and wipe my little ridge down. I built a whole pond one time like this. I'd have to dig little boxes like that and then come back and get the little ridge out of it like that. Um, there was like so much groundwater flowing into it that you couldn't even get inside the pond, so I had to dig it like that. It was pretty time consuming. And I just pretty much take and wipe it down. Water takes care of the rest. Unless it dries up, then I'll take a dozer in there and straighten it up. Now on this right here, I'm just kind of having to eyeball it because it kind of goes back this way, and I need to save, like, I got to taper my banks back a little bit, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. And then afterwards I can come through and straighten them up. Now that all that stuff that is over on that bank over there was like swampy stuff. It's kind of dried out now. Now I can get on top of that and slope that bank back, just like what I'm going to be doing here. Then once I get it close, I'll just take the dozer around it and finish grade it up. And hopefully by the time we leave here, I'll be able to get a dozer inside there and really finish grade that. There's like a little check dam that goes inside here. It's like a 2-chamber retention pond. So I've still got to put that in there, hopefully. That looks about right. Close enough for government work. And I might just take and kind of, slick it up out like that right there, just to kind of keep some of it washing down in there for now. Doesn't got to be perfect, because I'm going to be back in there to grade it out. it's time consuming, but I mean, at least you can do it. See, or else we would have to wait until that completely dried up. So. Well, now all I do is I just move over and do the same thing again. Uh, that's the top of the retention pond right here. And right there's, I kind of marked that out just by eyeballing it right through there, you can see. So that's what I do. Now I'm going to move my way out there and do the whole thing again.